I saw this training thing, so I thought this would be good to get all my certificates and stuff so I can try and move around a bit more, go try out other stations, get a bit more experience, different ideas from places, and go back to where I'm from then and probably run this station then.
First day I got here, I learned so much, and one day, just can't get enough, just want to learn more and more and more, and just try and keep it up here, if you know what I mean, so I can become something.
My heart opened up and I felt like a different spirit in me, different mind, different speech of talk.
Stories were collected from trainees, property managers, training supervisors and community stakeholders from 3 properties: Crocodile Welcome in Queensland, Roebuck Plains in Western Australia, and the pastoral property and Meatworks at Gunbalanya in the Northern Territory. This video provides an insight into the positive impacts being experienced by trainees, their families, and in the case of Gunbalanya, the community. The most significant change methodology identified a number of themes that came through from people's stories. One important change was greater pride amongst trainees.
Well, you feel like you're much grown up now since you're out of town and away from school, not doing any paperwork and doing the real stuff.
Happy with the families, and just walking around, and I think they're feeling proud what they are. This Meatwork has been here for many years, and I really love to see my people to continue working on it. We need more trainings. Men, not only men, but also with the women, young ones, young girls maybe, in the long term, maybe in the future, everyone working together.
They started to take a lot of pride, especially working for the Meatworks, in their appearance, investing in boots, starting to dress like cattlemen, and being very proud to actually be part of the Meatworks and the cattle station itself.
Improved happiness and well-being were commonly reported.
I know how to look after my family. I have to work and provide food and all that. My eldest is my daughter. She's about 5 years old. And my youngest is boy, and he's about 1 year old now. Family to support, feel different. Getting up in the morning, feeling happy every day. Changed my life.
Get good feed, never used to eat while I was back home, used to worry about other stuff.
Trainees spoke of change in terms of a new sense of purpose.
I'm working for a life, for a living. It's all a different thing.
Initially we were trying to work on getting a lot of our recidivist offenders on the police side into some sort of work program or getting some sort of training, and the Meatworks was one of the first places we started working with on that sort of project. We found a lot of our petrol sniffers, our older petrol sniffers, so young adults. If we gave them something to do and gave them work opportunities, got them doing some training and doing something, they were kept busy. They weren't sniffing petrol at night. We weren't having the associated property offending.
Hang out on the streets, going home late, but now since I got this traineeship, I'm doing right. No more trouble.
You get a lot of time to think out here. I'm pretty much set up with the next job, so when I go into that, I reckon that'll come into plan. I've already started, saving and stuff, so once I've got the car, then I'm going to go into my house plan.
Support in the program was an important factor in the success of the initiative.
And they'll find out that when you're working out here, there's other people there to give you more support and all that. If you're confused, then there's always someone to help you.
It all boils down to us working together as a team. And I'm the team leader. And I feel really proud when they graduate, you know. One of our graduates last year, she got Trainee of the Year, Eleanor. She got that. And I feel proud of her because I put a lot of work into her when she was working here.
We've got old Sir John down there. He's been teaching me a lot. You know, if you're going to get angry at something, you just, instead of slamming it around or doing whatever, you just take a seat, look at it and think about coming in from another approach.
Growing confidence and developing new skills were important changes.
Well, look at Grace when she come here, 18 or something when she come here, and she hadn't held a job down, and anyway, we decided, oh, we'll give her a go. She committed, she never missed a day's work in 12 months. She's gone, and this is the second year at teacher aid at Laura School. I mean, she didn't go into the cattle industry, she went, and her father even said the same thing, with us giving her that go, it's just made her a different kid.
And I always say, like with the ones we got, once they can learn to ride a horse or trot on a horse, their confidence just grows from there. They must, once they master that trotting on a horse, they must think, well, I can do that, I can do anything.
Teach them that don't be scared, just get on that horse.
Because they're proud of themselves, they got the certificate, and that will make them, you know, they wanted to do more training.
I assist them in relation to getting their licenses, obviously get employment, traineeship.
And they are getting paid a real wage for real work. They're not getting, for example, CDEP 20 hours a week and then doing nothing. And I mean, CDEP is very mind-numbing work. It's gardening and cleaning. There's not many permanent sort of roles that they pick up from that, whereas with the Meatworks they are picking up good skills. And yeah, their engagement then with the rest of the community, and that includes Ballender and binning people, so it's, yeah, there's definitely been a change.
We work harder, we work longer, and we learn new stuff. And yeah, everything has changed since back then. The place has changed too.
Some trainees were walking in their grandfather's footsteps.
I really learned off my grandfathers, you know. Like, as soon as I did this station work, that's the first thing that came to my mind, my grandfather, what he told me. And yeah, and that's very changed to me, yeah. I can do this and I can do that now. That's very good. And I would get a good opportunity to be a head stockman in the future and in my lifetime. And get all my certificates. Well, that's what I really want to do. I want to get all my certificate first before I really want a full-time job.
My grandfather taught me most of my skills. I improved a lot of skills, horse riding.
Many of those at Gunbalanya spoke of positive change also for their families and community.
I feel much better to being and working and get up every morning and cook the breakfast for them and kids, send them to school and drop them off and come to the work.
My family wake me up and it's job time, yeah, get up, have shower and go on to work. Each one of our family changed. Also, them fellas who I'm working with.
There was a big increase in the quality of life. Families having more money and the food being able to be purchased was a positive thing for them. A lot of the guys starting work at an early hour of the morning also benefited, meaning they were getting up and actually getting the kids up as well, and kids were going to school. Well, in my role, we would go into a lot of houses and obviously do a lot of searches, warrants, etc. Some of these houses obviously would have 20 or 30 people living in one house, so you'd have 2 or 3 families. One of those families might have been an employee at the Meatworks. They had a lot more food in the fridge, in particular meat.
The initiative is attracting siblings, peers and children into future training and work with the ILC.
Well, my son said to me he could see himself being here. And I said, if you want to do that, you can do that. You know, it's a good thing for a start off. This is something that I'll back him up on that.
I think it's really good for themselves to be a role model in part of their families. You know, this is what I'm doing in my work.
Since we got this job, yeah, make changes and I'm feeling different as a person, and it's good for my families. They are happy, and kids, maybe young generation might come and work here.
When it's on holiday, like school holidays, some of them kids come work for us, working experience on holidays, and they go out to mustering, all that stuff.
One day, like, teach my little kids.
I've been approached by a lot of young fellows aged from 18 to 30, 21. They would like to get involved more working at Meatworks.
The clear finding from the most significant change evaluation was that the ILC Training to Employment Initiative has created profound change, not only at the individual level, but also for families and the wider community.
Hard work, and I'm enjoying it working here. Be a professional cowboy, I think.